Using the person and keyword filter is a way to, if you have a large number of properties, to filter them down so you can see a fewer number at one time. Let's show you how this works. Up here, click on this little bar. Now we can see a person and a keyword box. And over here we'll see a corresponding box. We have this list of properties now, and none of them have a person or keyword. So let's say that these two properties are owned by a person, or that we're analyzing these properties for that person. So let's click here. Now this takes us into the person screen in the program. And let's say that Max owns this property. And there we'll see Max's name. And let's say that Max owns this property. Now if we want to see just the properties that belong to Max, we can click here, look at Max's properties, and now we just have two properties. So if we had 35, 40 properties, we could sort them down to just the one that Max has. If I want to look at them all again, show all properties. Now keyword is similar. Keyword could be a person's name too, by the way. It's whatever you want to call it. Let's add a new keyword. Call this in John Doe. One way to do it. So that's John Doe's property by keyword. Let's say this one is. Now if I want to see John Doe's property, I can just look here, and there are John Doe's properties. And here are all properties. So it's kind of a funny example, but look what happens. If we use this keyword here, John Doe, we see our list of keywords. But if we look at Max Abrams, it takes us right into Max's file, and here's all our information, contact information, tags, keywords, links, notes, history, everything we've done with Max. And so by tying a property to a person's file, we see all kinds of data on the person. If we were to just use keywords, we don't see any data. Now, another kind of keyword might be, let's add a new keyword. Call this a East End property. So now that property is on the East End. Let's say this property is on the East End. Now I can look at just the East End properties. So this again lets me sort properties by a region. So normally you wouldn't use person and keyword with the person's name, but just for demo purposes, I'll show you what happens when you did. And you can filter by person and keyword at the same time, so you can find all the properties John Doe owns in the East End. And I know some of you have 20, 30, 40, 50 properties in the program. So by using the person and keyword filter, you'll be able to see a lot more of what you have. Let's go back to show all properties. If I don't want to see this, this is where the program defaults. So most of you probably won't even use this, but for those with a lot of properties, it comes in really quite handy.